Welcome to today's tapping session. Today I thought we could tap on creating healthy eating habits. And so this tapping session is really about making healthy choices and being in alignment with our body and our body's needs. So you can use this session to help you let go of unhealthy eating habits, such as things like addicted to sugar or to carbs or giving up meat or giving up milk, gluten, whatever it is that you may feel that you would like to shift and change, but you are feeling stuck or reluctant. That's what this is about. So thinking about now something that you would like to shift or change in your eating habits, and rate it on a scale of 0 to 10, 1 to 10, and 10 being very resistant to changing and not wanting to change, and 1 being, yeah, let's go for it, I'm giving it up in the minute, I'm all for it. And what we do first is we tap on acknowledging the truth of our feelings first up. So we call it, I like to call it tapping and acknowledging what I'm really feeling. So that's what we do in the first section of the tapping session. And we bring up all of the feelings and resistance and emotions around what it is we're trying to tap on. And then once we've got all of those things to the surface, we're then able to do the shift and change and put in the positive and help reframe what it is that we were resistant about. So we do begin with this truth bomb session. So be aware while you're doing these sessions, and especially in that first round where we're acknowledging the truth, be aware what pops up. Even though I'm saying very general statements, be aware of what pops up for you, what experiences may pop up, what visions, what memories, and just take a note of them in case they're relevant for more tapping on later. Remember, we're washing our hands before we're touching our face. If you don't wish to tap on the face points, you can just tap here on the collarbone, or just continue to tap on the karate chop point here on the side of your hand. So we set an intention by saying a statement 3 times by tapping here on the karate chop point, and then we leave that point for the rest of the session. And I'll just quickly run through the other points for you. We start here on the eyebrow point, just here at the edge of your eyebrow. Then we move to the side, just in front of the temples, at the edge of the eyebrow, on the side eye. Then we go underneath the eye. Then we go underneath the nose. Then we go on the chin in that lovely indentation. And then we find the point just under the collarbone where there's a little indentation there, and we tap there. And then we go on the point, the spleen point, which is on the bra line for women, straight in line with the underarm and on the bra line there. And you can either tap one arm or both. And then we go onto the top of the head, right in the middle of the head there. So that's one set of points. And then we go back to the eyebrow, side, under the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, underarm, top of head. So if you're ready, make a note of where you feel on the 0 to 10 scale with shifting and changing this habit that you want to give up. Now you can make it a general overall eating habits, or something specific that you're giving up, like chips or ice cream or chocolate. So get that in your mind now so that we can begin. Let's tap. Let's set the intentions. So tapping here on the side of your hand. And so even though I have not managed to change this habit yet, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I am struggling to make these changes, I deeply love and accept myself. Even though I don't want to change these eating habits, I deeply love and accept myself. And let's begin. Truth bomb tapping. Eyebrow. I don't want to give this up. Side eye. I really don't want to make a change. Under the eye. I'm pretty comfortable with where I'm at. Under the nose. And yet I'm really uncomfortable. My head says I need to make a change. Collarbone. But I don't think I'm ready. Under the arm. I don't think I'm ready. On top of the head. I don't think I'm ready. Eyebrow point. Maybe I don't have the resilience. Side eye. Or the willpower. Under the eye. I just suck at this. Under the nose. I can never make the change. Chin. I don't know why I'm so hopeless at this. Collarbone. I know I should make a change. Under the arm. There's somewhere in me wants to make this change. On top of the head. But I don't know how to get there. Eyebrow point. It seems so hard. Side eye. It's all too hard. Under the eye. I try and make an effort. And then a few hours later, I give up. Chin. I don't know why I give up. Collarbone. I must be pretty hopeless. Under the arm. I'm really no good at this. Top of the head. Other people can do it. Why can't I? Eyebrow point. I'm beating myself up again. Side eye. This is the cycle. Under the eye. I try and then I give up. Under the nose. And then I beat myself up. Chin. I try and then I give up. Collarbone. And then I beat myself up. Under the arm. I don't want to be in this cycle. Top of the head. I don't want to start because the cycle will begin again. Eyebrow. I don't want to feel myself as a failure. Side eye. I'm sick of being a failure. Under the eyes. I'm sick of this yo-yo. I'm sick of this yo-yo feeling. Chin. I'm sick of trying and not succeeding. Collarbone. I don't want to go into the depths of failure. Under the arm. I'm not ready to give up. On top of the head. I don't know why I'm not ready to give up. Eyebrow point. I should be able to give up. Side eye. And yet I think I need this. Under the arm. There's a part of me that holds on so tight. Under the nose. I must be lazy. I'm not worthy of feeling healthy. Collarbone. Maybe I just don't deserve to be healthy. I don't like eating healthily. On top of the head. I'm taking something away from me if I give this up. Eyebrow point. I'm denying myself something I desire. Side eye. And shouldn't I be desiring and giving myself things I desire? Under the eye. Why should I give it up? Under the nose. Why should I give it up? Chin. I don't want to give it up. I enjoy the taste. I enjoy the flavor. I enjoy the rush it gives me. Eyebrow. I enjoy the comfort it gives me. Side eye. The distraction it gives me. It's my safe place. It's how I let go of stress. How will I cope with stress if I give this up? I can't cope with stress without this. Without these habits, I will fall into stress and my world will fall apart. Without these eating habits, I don't know how to cope. Eyebrow point. I really need this. It's become my best friend. It's part of my enjoyment of life. Under the nose, I don't want to give up the joy. Chin, I don't want to give up the joy. Collarbone, this is a pleasure for me. Under the arm, why should I deny myself pleasure? On top of my head, I don't want to feel like I am denying myself. Eyebrow point, there's too much pressure to give this up. Side eye, it's too hard. It shouldn't be this difficult to do something that's right for me. Under the nose, what's wrong with me that I can't do something right for me? Chin, why don't I love myself enough? Collarbone, why don't I love myself enough? Under the arm, why don't I love myself to do what's right for my body? On top of the head, why don't I love myself enough? And just stopping and taking a deep breath in. And just being aware of anything that's come up for you through that. There's a lot of patterns, a lot of safety nets that we are looking at taking away. And that part of us is resisting, is bringing that all up to the surface. We'll just do one more round. Eyebrow point. If I stop this eating habit, side eye, I will feel vulnerable and exposed. Under the eye, I feel like my nervous system won't cope. Under the nose, I feel like I will be exposed. Chin, I feel like I'll be too vulnerable. Collarbone, I won't have an escape hatch. Under the arm, how will I be protected? Top of the head, how do I protect myself from that? Taking another deep breath in. If things have come up for you, you can pause the video here and continue letting out all of those emotions. This might have opened a floodgate. And the important thing with tapping is it could get worse before it gets better. So if things have come up for you, keep tapping. Keep tapping even if you're crying or if you're angry. Try and express the words. If you can't, just keep tapping while you're crying and feeling it and let it out. And then when you're ready to move into accessing the resources within you, press play. We're going to go on to that now. So ready to go and resource. Eyebrow point. I know that I have the desire to do this. Side eye. I wouldn't have thought about it if I didn't have some desire to do this. Under the arm, eyes. There is a part of me that knows that this is a really good thing for me. Under the nose, there's a part of me that knows that this is a really good thing for me. Chin, there's a part of me that knows that it will be good for me. Collar point, that I will feel better. Under the arm, that my body will thrive with this change. On top of my head, my body will thank me for this change. Eyebrow point, I may even think more clearly. Side eye, feel better emotionally. Under the eye, there are so many reasons for me to do this. Under the nose, so many reasons for me to make this change. Chin, and those things feel really good. Collarbone, I know what my body feels like when I'm eating well. And under the arm, and even though I haven't eaten well for a very long time, top of the head, I know that eating well can make amazing changes. Eyebrow point, in my emotions, side eye, in my thought processes, and under the eye, in the way my body feels. Under the nose, the way my body functions, the way I'd be able to sleep better. the way I will have more energy. Under the arm, I can feel how much my body will respond to this. Top of the head, my body is responding just by me saying this. Eyebrow point, I'm starting to feel more alive as I imagine what it's like, side eye, to feel healthy. Under the eye, to choose loving food for my body. Under the nose, to give my body the nourishment it needs. On the chin, to watch my body respond to this loving care. I love what it feels like to watch my body respond to my actions. And under the arm, the more I do this, the better my body feels. Top of the head. When I reach that tipping point, my body feels amazing. I can feel myself at that point now, side eye, where things are starting to shift. Under the eyes, where I'm feeling changes in my body. Under the nose. And that feeling is so good, chin, that I don't want to go back. Collarbone, the thought of going back, the thought of eating that food now makes me feel ill. Under the arm, just the thought of putting that food in my mouth is making me feel ill. On top of the head, I don't know why I ever wanted it. Eyebrow point, it seems so simple now. Side eye, I don't know why I ever thought it was so hard. Under the eyes, it's been really, really simple. Under the nose, it's been easy to give this up. Chin, because I've acknowledged everything about it. Collarbone, and I loved myself anyway. Under the arm, I nurtured myself throughout this whole process. And top of the head, I loved myself throughout this whole process. And on the eyebrow point, even though sometimes I felt like giving up and going back, I was strong enough to stay the path. Under the eye, because I could feel the changes happening in my body. Under the nose, and once I realized how much my body loved me for this, on the chin, how much my body appreciated this, collarbone, and how my body responded by feeling more energetic. Under the arm, more alive. On top of the head, more healthy. Physical symptoms started to leave my body, side eye, and I started to feel more vibrant. I felt younger. Under the nose, I feel empowered. On the chin, I've taken my power back now. Collarbone, I'm taking my power back and I'm choosing. Under the arm, I'm choosing me. On top of the head, I'm choosing to love me. And then taking a deep breath in. And now just observing, once again, did anything come up for you while we were doing that round? Just observe that, make some notes later on, press pause and make your notes. And if you need to do some more rounds of tapping, keep going, keep reaffirming, keep encouraging yourself to make this amazing change. I hope you enjoyed this session. And just observe now where you feel on that scale of 0 to 10. Has it moved at all? Has it moved up 1 point or 2 points? Or has it gone down? And if it has gone down, keep tapping. Make this a daily practice while you're going through this physical change that you're trying to make. So until next time, I hope you enjoy your changing eating habits.